Hey y'all, I'm back with an update on the Hantavirus slash Andes virus. So these are some updates that I found yesterday. Now the numbers may have changed as of this morning, but as of 8:30 last night, there are 5 states that have patients in them that have either tested positive or they are in isolation because they were in contact with someone who did test positive for the Andes virus. Those states are California, Virginia, Arizona, Florida, and Texas, and Georgia. Yeah, I'm in Tallahassee. We're 30 minutes from the Georgia state line. So I have also heard that the incubation period is anywhere from 1 to 8 weeks. Now, these are different sources. Some are saying 1 to 8 weeks, and some are still saying it's 8 weeks. So if you figure that the cruise ship left Argentina 4 weeks ago, well, 5 weeks ago now, the math doesn't math. So anyway, there was a French person who was not on the ship, but he was on the, what airline was it? I wrote it down. The Royal something. The Royal Dutch Airlines. Okay, so he was on a plane. This woman got on the plane who appeared to be ill, and he was sitting next to her. Now, they did take her off of the plane. She later did pass away. This guy is now positive, and so is one of the flight attendants on that plane. As of 8:30 last night, there has been no update from the CDC or the WHO on their websites. The ship's doctor even became ill, and a Dr. Stephen Kornfeld from Oregon, I want to say he's from Oregon, took over the care of the people on the ship. So he is a U.S. doctor. They're supposed to be on their way to the Canary Islands to disembark, but I've also heard that the numbers are not, they're changing all the time. So apparently at first there was 23 passengers that got off the ship, then it was 26, then people were reporting 29, and now they're reporting 30. Another interesting fact is that the TikToker who put out a TikTok from the ship, and he was crying. I didn't get his name or anything like that. Apparently he is a travel vlogger who is on TikTok. Turns out he is a spokesperson for that ocean liner, that company. So his TikTok, that video that kind of went viral and everybody was showing on TV and on YouTube and everywhere else, it's been taken down. So I don't know if he took it down or if the company made him take it down. But I just thought that was interesting to point out. Also, just be aware of the symptoms, which is fatigue, fever, flu-like symptoms. And then you start to have some GI upset with diarrhea, which then turns into a respiratory distress. And all of this happens within 5 days, guys. And there's no treatment and there's no cure. So just be diligent at this point. I was watching one of the, she's an epidemiologist, but y'all, I didn't write down her name or anything, but she's an epidemiologist. And she said to just be diligent, keep watching the news over the next 2 weeks. Apparently, even as deadly as this thing is, it is not like the CVID that we all remember. However, I didn't trust the government, the WHO, the CDC. I didn't trust none of them back then, and I don't trust them now. So be diligent, practice hand hygiene. Don't go into dirty areas where there might be rats. If you see somebody that is sick, that is ill appearing, just stay away from them. If you are in one of these 5 states, Just be diligent. At this point, there's no reason to panic. I don't want to cause fear-mongering or cause anybody to be scared. But this thing has a 40% mortality rate and no treatment and no cure. So how did this thing get started? Nobody really knows. They think that the Dutch couple, the first two that got off the ship and passed away, they think that they went on a bird watching tour. I don't buy that for a second, y'all. Not for 1 second. Okay? This could have been malicious. Somebody could have gotten on the ship prior to leaving Argentina on that first day, already sick and didn't know it, because you could carry this thing for 2 months before you show symptoms. 2 months. So anyway, guys, that is the latest update. That's all I have. Let me check my notes. Okay, so a lot of the sites that I'm getting my information from. So I checked the CDC, I checked the WHO. I also went to Newsweek online. I went to ABC7 Witness News, NBC News online, and I also checked MedPage Today. So those, I'll link those down and I'll pin those in a comment for you so you can go and look for yourself. So the last Associated Press update was on May the 6th at 4:30 Eastern Time. I'm also going to post a like a snapshot, a screenshot of the timeline, and I'll post that here for you to take a screenshot, pause and look at it. But that is the timeline of the events from the time that they left Argentina and until yesterday, when, you know, they're supposedly on their way to the Canary Islands over in Spain, and from what I understand, they're not wanting them to disembark there. So anyway, guys, I think that's all that I have for you today. I will keep updating you as I get the information. I'm not going to bring you information that comes from other YouTubers, TikTok. I'm going to go to the news sources, even though we all know they can't be trusted either. But it's better than just taking somebody's word for it. So I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Don't believe everything that you see and hear, but do your own research and use your own noggin, okay? Wash your hands, practice hygiene, and I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. Bye, y'all.